Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today I have a 21-7 game from Trials on Burnout from a few weeks ago. I wanted to get one from this past week, but unfortunately it was checkmate, so wasn't able to do that. But I think you guys will enjoy this one. This is a high fragging game and lots of plays to talk about. So let's get into it. Okay, so coming into round one here. Um, like I said, we're on Burnout. I like to just kind of go up against this wall here. This is part of my default. I'm gonna pause it here just to show there's someone straight ahead of me, there's someone on the right, and then there's someone deeper. So I'm thinking, okay, I kind of know like the positions that they're at, and I don't really like to do too much with this info in the first round. I kind of just like to play simple and see if they'll peek me. But I'm gonna hit play here, and you're gonna see that this guy floats outside and kind of catches me off guard, which means I have to fall back, pop this healing nade, and then I duel this guy. It's really, really sloppy, but thankfully I do get the kill. This guy peeks in, me and teammate are able to pick him off, and then this guy gets me, and thankfully teammate doesn't lose the round, but he just goes through the shield, gets the trade, and we draw. Um, so this round there really isn't too much to kind of go over tactically. It was kind of a mess from me. I didn't really expect the aggression from the Dawnblade peeking up there, and then they did a good job peeking and pressing me. Kind of just chaotic. You know, we ended up getting a draw, which is not the end of the world. I kind of okay. After this round, I'm thinking, okay, now that I kind of see how they want to play this, they're going to be playing a little more aggressive. I'm gonna try and be ready for that next time. Okay, so coming into round two here, 0-0, because the last one was a tie, I'm thinking, okay, they want to be aggressive? Fuck it, I'm going to play aggressive too. So I just swing in, catch them off guard, get the first kill. I see the radar here that this guy's alone, so I'm able to bounce one there. And now it's just into a 2v1. He's got the zone, but I'm pretty confident. I've still got one green ammo. I know he's falling back. I can kind of bait this res a little bit. Um, yeah, cover my teammate long enough, and we all gang together, get the kill. So this round was mainly just noticing, okay, you want to play aggressive? You know, like I'm going to give you the exact opposite of what you had from the last round. So what I like to do, and this is part of the mind games with using double GL, a lot of it is setting the pace. And there could be times where I make that play and I just get shot down instantly. He's holding with the sniper because it is, it's a simple peek. Like I'm just full swinging the angle. If he's holding with the sniper and he's on controller, then he's probably gonna kill me. But you kind of have to take some of those gambles in some of those rounds. And as you could see there, getting that gamble on what I think was their best player, killing that Titan at the start, and then I was able to just pick off the other two pretty easily and cover my teammate when the res was down. It was important to note that I didn't just peek him instantly, or like I didn't just go for the res instantly. I tapped it, I stood around it for a bit because I knew he would have to peek, and then we closed out the round. So yeah, this is something really, really simple that a lot of people don't do. Is I kind of tap the res, I don't go for it, and it baits the peek. And then now that my teammate's with me, instead of me tapping the res because I know he's going to full stick it, now my job is just to cover him. So these are really little things that I do that I think, how I see anything, like I play a lot of soccer in my life, and you watch Lionel Messi play, and it's like it's not just the crazy tricks that he does or the how he beats people one on one and his amazing technical ability. It's the little things that he does, when he shifts his body weight slightly. Those are the things that you really need to be looking at whenever you're trying to analyze top players' gameplay. And I think this isn't going to win you a bunch of games, but the amount of times I see blueberries go in on a revive and just stick the revive at the start, get picked, because that's what the guy's doing. He knows that we have to go for that revive, and he knows if we get that revive, he loses a round because a 1v2 is doable for him, a 1v3 is not. So I really wanted to highlight that issue on this round. Okay, so coming in 1-0 up now. I'm gonna go inside because the zone's inside. Crossing this little shield thing. If you watched my other gameplay analysis that I had on Burnout, you've already heard my rant about how much I hate that. But here I'm kind of just trying to take mid control here. Um, this is like this is kind of just me trying to stall, get my teammates into the fight. Somehow I'm able to evade that first guy. Um, I somehow get that second guy, and this guy, I can read the radar pretty easily. It's kind of a stupid peek from me. I was kind of just feeling it. I was in the zone, so I went for it. But that round was kind of just me wanting to go in and make a play. and close the gap. Whenever I'm feeling good, whenever I'm feeling, that none of that was like thought out. Let me go back here. So the only part of the real game plan here was to take this mid control here to play up against the circle thing and make sure that the other team can't go over here. Um, and as you can see, I see the radar ping, so that's why I shoot over there. And then I miss that shot, and I miss that shot too. So at this point, it's just okay. I'm just gonna try and run around frantically, try not to die. I get really lucky with that shot. I think that was a miss, and it bounced off the wall, hit him. So this round was really, really sloppy. I'm not going to show the whole thing again, but it was really sloppy. But thankfully, sometimes individual skill can bail you out of instances like this where you don't really think super tactically. And this one was one of those rounds. Going into round three here, this is the heavy round. None of them went outside, so all we have to do really is hold this choke point here. We don't really have to worry about the zone. The heavy's more important right now because if they do go in the zone, then we can just kind of barrage them. And at this point, unfortunately, teammate goes inside, which is not good. He kind of throws this round away, and we'll get picked off. So I'm gonna play it here and kind of let things play out. But the whole idea is just to hold this middle. But unfortunately, this guy peeks, and although we get the kill, other teammate swings wide, and I kind of waste my green shot there. And then this is really unlucky. I think I would have had him, but unfortunately teammate ran in front at the exact worst time. And now I'm thinking, okay, I have to contest heavy. This is a really good shot, but unfortunately this guy, he swings out wide. I expected him to come around on the other side. So overall, kind of an unlucky round. There's going to be times when you play trials, and this is any game or any, I don't need to tell you this, but your teammates are going to let you down. The guy going inside really threw this round away. This Remedies TTV guy really threw the round away by going inside. And I did the best I could. I think the only big mistake I made was trying to bounce the green shot off of this wall here. I should have just been a little more conservative with my ammo, and maybe I would have been able to kill one of those guys more cleanly, and not have to get into a 1v1 in the open here. So small mistakes, but overall, it's a round you can take on the chin, and we move on to the next. All right, so once again we have to cross the forbidden turntable, and as you'll see, my teammates were not so lucky. So this is really bad. I'm gonna plop my rift here because my goal here, this is a really bad spot obviously, but my goal here is this little turntable. I'm gonna try and hold off as long as I can this control here while this turntable is spinning. Once it's fully like once it's fully like covering it, then I can go for my teammate's res. So that's why I plop a rift down here. I'm gonna try and hold it down. But as you're gonna see, I don't hold it down. I don't hit my shots and we lose the round. So really quick one, but that happens sometimes. Sometimes your teammates are gonna get picked, and sometimes you're gonna miss that one important shot, and you just gotta move on to the next. So I don't think I mentioned this yet, but this is my flawless game, and I don't have a mercy. So 2-0 up to 2-2. I'm not feeling too confident, but I get a really good tag on the good player over here, so I'm really trying to close the gap. But unfortunately, the void shield kind of gets him out of jail. And at this point, I'm gonna pause it here. I'm really far away from my teammates. I'm really far away from the zone. I know I have to get back towards them, or we're gonna lose the round because, as we've seen throughout this game, they cannot hold their own, and I have to babysit them and be able to trade them effectively. So I'm going to play this again. I see this guy floating, but he actually peeks on the right here, and I'm able to get a really good opening pick. I know this guy's behind me, so I'm just trying to keep him away. And while this is all happening, unfortunately, my teammates are losing a 2v1, so I can help him almost just in time. But I can get the res, and I'm going to pause it here. This position right here, even though they get the res, they just got it here. This position, 2v2, we have zone control. Realistically, I should never lose this against, if it's a Void Titan, then fair enough, but I should never lose this against two Warlocks. And I'm going to let this play, and you're going to see what happens. So, yeah, so teammate gets picked. off the start, as is the story of this game. And then I full swing kind of overzealously, I think, and unfortunately they just both hit their shots. They're both using 120s, so they can, this guy body shots me for the kill, right? So, unfortunately 120s just put out so much damage, and they both hit me once, and I died. So now we're 2-0 up to 3-2 down. This round I did a really good job like going for that peak. If you have the player who's the good player on their team, you can kind of recognize that after the first couple rounds. If you recognize the good player is in a bad position, like you get a good hit on him, you want to press the issue and try and go for it. You don't want to be overzealous. You don't want to, because good players, they know how to deal with people pushing them. They get all the info from the radar. So you don't want to be overzealous, but I think I played that round about as well as I could, except for the end. I really just wanted to take the fight because I was kind of running around and I'm thinking this game, like, my teammates are absolute dead weight. I need to be the guy who's going to make the plays. And I think I just got a little too eager to peak and got punished for it. All right, coming into round 6, I have my well and I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to plop this down. So I run across and plop it on the point. And sometimes, in this meta especially, it is just that easy. That's why having 100 intellect is really, really powerful. And that's why I swapped off Dawnblade a couple months ago, because you just get free rounds like that. So it's not really much analysis there. Let's go on to the next round. All right, so now we're going into the 3-3 round, which I think is the most important round in any Trials game, besides obviously a 4-4. But I'm thinking I really have to be the guy to make a play here, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I swing this, I'm able to get this first kill, and then I barely don't get that melee off. The opponent pops a bubble down. I'm thinking, okay, well, crap. I'm going to pause it right here. So I'm thinking, okay, they're bubbles down. Teammates are going to go for my res, and, we can play it. But that's not what my teammates do. They decide to just run in and not res me, and somehow, somehow it works. So you know what? That might have been the worst play possible that they could have made, but it worked. So what I can't hate on them, man. Um, that's just how it goes sometimes. Your blueberries, they will surprise you in the most. They will get picked every round, and then they will somehow take down a bubble in a round that you never would have won. So that's just how this game works. So after that last round, I'm pretty happy. I'm like, all right, team, this is good. And then off the bat, I see teammate go inside when the zone is outside, and we're back to normal. So I'm gonna let this play. This I'm kind of just trying to prod around, get a pick, but then I see they got a well up, and at this point, I'm swinging. I'm trying to contest it as much as I can, but unfortunately, I'm not able to stop the well from going down. I'm able to get quite a few kills here, though. I believe. Yes, yes, I'm able to get the one here, and then I believe I get the second, but unfortunately, he gets the well down fast enough. Teammate runs in, which really sucks. If he just team shotted that with me and the other teammate, we probably could have taken him out because you saw he was getting a little low there. But whenever a well's down like this, it's your odds are really, really low with double GLs to actually win the round. The whole idea that I'm trying to do here is kind of take peaks and whittle down as well. So I'm going to replay this here, and you'll see like first I have to regen my health because I'm one shot. But at this point, I'm just trying to get shots on as well where he can't shoot me back. But obviously he has a lot of room to work with, so he's going to shoot me back sometimes. I actually do take the well down there, but I didn't think I was going to take it down that fast, and my brain doesn't register it quick enough. Even if I did register it, maybe like a second or two faster, 2 seconds maybe I could have won the round, but that would have, I still probably would have lost the round, unfortunately. We got our free round with our well, and they kind of got their free round with their well. So I guess they cancel out. All right, so this is for all the marbles, 4-4. As I said before, this is I do not have a mercy. So if we lose this round, then I have to start all over again, and I'm gonna have to push off my run for another 45 minutes playing Trials of Osiris, which I do not want to do. So the idea of this round, the mentality is I like to play aggressive at the start, take aggressive map control. So for example, I'm going to take the aggressive pillar control here by crossing over. And then at that point, once we kind of have that map control, then it's kind of just playing around my teammates, probing around looking for a pick. So for this round, I'm kind of just going to let it play, and then I'm going to go back after the round and kind of give you a step by step of the thought process that I have. So getting this rift here is really important. I see teammate pushing it over here. So I try and trade that kill. I didn't have my line reloaded, so I had to go in with the ignition. Now it's a 2v2. We just have to play around this. I know he's in that corner, so I can get that pick, and then I get a really heavy tag here, and I'm thinking, teammate starts going, and I'm thinking, okay, I just got to trade him. And thankfully, it does not come to that. And I am super stoked because I don't have to play this game anymore. But let's go back, shall we? A little bit. Let's talk about this kill here. So this is a really dumb angle from teammate here. Taking this fight is really, really stupid. If this was their Titan player, we probably lose the game. But thankfully, I know, like, okay, I have to peek this. Teammate probably could have killed him. But dude, like this guy, you're gonna have these teammates whenever you play trials. People like this guy who just run off on their own and die. And he might get the one kill every once in a while, but this guy's been running off on his own every time. But the good news is because I'm at least with one of my teammates, we're able to play together here at the zone and hold this well. This is just, a dumb peek from him. He's been playing against my grenade launchers all game. He should know that he's vulnerable in that position. And this final guy get a good tag, and teammate finishes him off. So that's it. That's the win. Overall, this game, I wouldn't say it was the highest level of gameplay from me. I think there were some rounds that were at the high level, but like that last round was kind of sloppy. Like I feel like I should have had a few kills earlier. Um, but it was a high kill game, and it's content for you guys, and I know you guys like these. And 5-4 games are always fun to talk about because there's not, it's not usually that I lose 4 rounds of play, so it's kind of cool to, even for me to go back and look at my games and see what I could have done better in a format like this. But I tried to incorporate most of the feedback that you guys gave from the last video, where I don't pause as much, while also still trying to give enough, actual information and critique to the gameplay. So hopefully you like this more. But still, if you think there's any ways that you want me to improve this, please let me know. This is only the 3rd one I've done. I feel like I'm getting better as I go, but there's still a long ways that I can go to really make these as beneficial as possible for you guys. But yeah, that is the end of the video. So I'll just let this play a little bit, and so you can see the scoreboard. 21-7, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, 21-7, 21-7. So pretty good game. Got my flawless. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully there's no checkmate this weekend, so I can play the game. And I will see you guys on Saturday.